Alright, so this is the carburetor from the motorized bicycle, and found a couple issues. I had it apart earlier. Alright, so issue number one. This is your idle adjustment valve. And it's supposed to come up when this is unscrewed. It's supposed to be a rod connecting into that slot down there. So here, put this back in there. So it stops on that side. You can adjust it, lock it there. But this brass valve inside there should have came out when we took this apart, and it is a little bit of a booger to get out of there. See if I can get it out. I had it out earlier. I shouldn't have stuck it back in. There we go. So there should have been some sort of cable or connecting rod between these two. And when this is in there, you had the spring. So the spring kept it apart. And as you turn this knob, it'd pull this stuff and compress the spring. So that's one of the issues that you had with this carburetor. The other issue was you had the float upside down, and I guess when you had put it together, because the float was upside down, you actually bent the float's mounting hardware. So I think I got that resolved. I think it's mostly bent back. I might have to find the exact float specs so I can measure it. But and see how close the float is there, and I can put the case over, and there's no tension. It just flops there. So you had this hardware here. You had this completely flipped over. So your floats were sitting so high up here. When you put this on, is like is a spring actually, and yeah, it was like it was constantly having your floats pushing on the float valve, so you weren't getting a good fuel level in here. Now looking at the idle valve that was there, I'm going to experiment and see if I can't possibly use like an old bicycle spoke to go down through there and become that rod. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but that's what I'm going to try. Looking for parts for this carburetor so far has shown that it's probably going to be cheaper just to buy a completely new carb than it is to find the individual little parts for it. But if I can get a little piece of spoke to be that shaft, so I can adjust the idle, I think I can actually get this carburetor to work as it is. I don't remember if you said that you did anything to any of the current orifices for the jets. Right now I'm hoping you didn't, that you were just wanting to do something. So hopefully the jets as is are fine. But I'll do that experiment with that rod probably sometime tomorrow, and we'll see if this thing actually fires up and runs right. Oh, I still got to find out what the measurement is for the float. There is a distance measured where the float is just about to compress. So from this surface here to this edge here. So I'll use a little metric rule, see if I got those floats set. It's still slightly bent, but I think it should be close enough. Alright, that's about it for now. Catch you later. Bye.